Counterattack back on location this week at Stanford University, where the NCAA Women's Water Polo Championship recently wrapped up. We'll look back at that event and much more on a brand new Counterattack. Hi everyone, Greg Mescall here. Thanks for joining us on the Counterattack. We're here at Stanford University, where an NCAA champion was crowned last week. We're going to look back at that event later on, but first we look back at some big USA water polo competitions this past weekend, including the Fisher Cup, where a National League champion was crowned, and our first ever Clearwater Beach Challenge in Clearwater Beach, Florida. Let's head down to San Diego and UC San Diego. Two pools of action all weekend long, and the National League Championship came down to these four teams. In third place, Stanford taking on USA Collegiate, and then for the title, familiar rivals, the Olympic Club and the New York Athletic Club. Here are the highlights from our live broadcasts.
Roberts up big and across cage, and now a 3-2 game. It's Mulcahy. He'll have all kinds of time cruising in on Barron. A few fakes, moving in, and stuffs it home. Make it 6-2 Olympic Club. Paul Reynolds countering, defenders giving chase, pushing forward on the move and hammers it home. And that was field blocked and then ended up making its way to Andrich, and he hangs on. Back it out to 5 meters and puts it home. Paul Reynolds adds another. Make it 12-8. For the second straight year, it goes to the Olympic Club. And they defeat the New York Athletic Club 12-9.
Coach Brian Flax helps. He's obviously a great coach at the high school level and at the U.S. national team level. So he comes in, prepares us, calms us down, and just says, keep playing our game and we'll keep getting opportunities. And then we've got very, very talented players, and you know that if you have them on your side and you have them playing with their heart and passion, that they're going to come out and score some goals for you. So we're not too worried about it when we tie it up or go down even a few goals.
Yeah, I think the most important thing that we've done is the culture. The culture is just so great with guys, the camaraderie. I fly up once or twice a year to San Francisco, and those guys are in the pool training on a weekly basis. I mean, they're competitive too. You should see practices. They're getting into it, and I just think the culture at Olympic Club has been awesome, and it's on its way up.
It's the third place game, the Stanford Cardinal taking on USA Collegiate. We are underway in this one. And the low skip on the water goes Araya, and that will make it 5-1. Here's Abramson. Up big, out to Rossman. The skip bar down, they'll score it. Count the goal for the Cardinal and make it 6-4. Here's Siebold. He'll let it fly and hit. We are tied at 10. Now to Williams, he'll walk it in, inside, in close, 2-goal lead. Earhart's off the post and in from deep. From the outside, the low skip, Chun. Andrew Chun with a game-saving save in close. And Stanford, in a come-from-behind effort, wins it 12-11.
So for the second straight year, the championship goes to the Olympic Club MVP. It goes to Paul Reynolds of the Olympic Club. The top scorer, Colin Mulcahy, just beating out Reynolds by a goal. More Olympic Club love. The top keeper, Lazar Andrich. And then Rookie of the Year goes to Tanner Police from the USA Academy. Before we leave the National League, have to take you back to this goal. Check out the spin lob. We don't see it that much anymore from Miles Martinez of UC San Diego.
The rotation on this, a spin lob if there ever was one.
And from the West Coast, we go East Coast Clearwater Beach Challenge in Florida. Check out some of the sights and sounds from 2 days of beach water polo.
Beach water polo is a great addition to water polo. I know a lot of coaches already play beach water polo in practice, and you can't hide in beach water polo. There are only 3 out there, and you have to go. And I think it also helps athletes build their self-awareness, because you have to go 100%, and when you can tell that's starting to slip, you need to go out and sub and bring in a fresh person, catch your breath, and be ready to go in again.
It's not like our usual game where after a goal you stop and rest. No, once it's a goal, you score, you got to go right away, and it's just so tiring afterwards. But it's so fun, especially with the group of guys that we have here. It's amazing.
We've been working with USA Water Polo for a couple of years now. Really been trying to get involved and promote the Olympic movement with them. We had kicked around some ideas for incorporating the beach. We did a site visit. It was a pretty easy decision. We're super hyped about this.
Yeah, I'm proud because we worked as a team. We did really good, and it wasn't just one person carrying the team.
Now, last week, the 2019 NCAA Women's Water Polo Championship Tournament was held right here at Stanford. A champion crowned. Let's look back at the event with some of the sights and sounds.
Inside here, the lob. That's going to seal the deal. A 10-8 overtime win. Good afternoon. Welcome to Stanford University, the Avery Aquatic Center for the 2019 NCAA Women's Water Polo Championship in a matchup that has come to define women's college water polo. In this decade, only 2 teams have won the NCAA title in the women's college water polo game, and you are looking at them inside. Girol in close, off the post, that'll do it. Here's Nuschel, or even a 2, and it's McIntosh. A big smile after that one finds the back of the inside. Girol, hat trick for the freshman. That's a little too aggressive there from Weber and Nuschel. A 9-8 lead for Stanford. Meggins loads it up, off the post, that's game! Stanford wins the NCAA title! Water polo champs in 2019, the Cardinal reign supreme.
Now on to high school champs. First to the state of Illinois. Congrats to the girls from Stevenson doing the job again, defeating Naperville North 11-5. And then on the boys' side, Naperville Central edging Lyon 8-5. Then we go to the state of Utah. 4 champs decided. 4A girls, Canyon View over Tooele 7-4. On the 4A boys side, Cedar City 2 goals better than Desert Hills. 5/6A girls, Kearns over Harriman by 10, 13-3. And then an overtime showdown on the 5/6A boys. Park City edging Kearns 16-15 in 2 overtimes. Congrats to all the champs. More state champs next week. Now we move over to the Great Lakes Zone League Finals. Big year for the league. More and more athletes taking part in the 14 and under co-ed division. Shout out Tiger out of Pittsburgh taking first place. 18U girls, more first place honors for Tiger from Pittsburgh. And 18U boys, that went to Moose out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Congrats to all the top finishers from the Great Lakes Zone League. And now a reminder about the USA Water Polo Hall of Fame, and fitting we're here at Stanford where 2 of the inductees have close ties to the Cardinal. Women's head coach John Tanner and Stanford alum Jess Steffens. They're part of a great 7-person induction class. It's getting honored this June 7th in Pleasanton, California. Tanner, Steffens joining Betsy Armstrong, Lauren Wanger, Ryan Bailey, Adam Wright, and Jeff Powers. Get your tickets now at usawaterpolo.org. That's also helping kick off our Masters National Championship weekend at a variety of pools in the Tri-Valley, California area. Looking forward to joining you all poolside there in Northern California. Full results after the event right here on The Counterattack. And we keep things moving with USA Water Polo Academic All-American nominations now being accepted. Visit usawaterpolo.org for all the details on when you have to get your application in and your transcript submitted. Details there at usawaterpolo.org. Looking forward to honoring the best in water polo and in the classroom. And now we close out our show as we do every week with our social media send-off brought to you by our friends at Cobian. We begin with our weekly winner of a free pair of Cobian sandals. For your chance to win, all you have to do is comment on a USA Water Polo Instagram post, and you just might walk away in a new pair of Cobian sandals. And our Cobian winner, Dawn, on this comment from some great pictures we shared on our Instagram account. And just that simple, Dawn's a winner. You could be too. Make sure to comment on USA Water Polo Instagram posts. On to the rest of the social media send-off. Beautiful shots here from our friends at Visit St. Pete Clearwater from the fun at the Clearwater Beach Challenge. Speaking of water polo in the area, great to see coverage from the NBC station in Tampa as they talk about the game continuing to grow in that Tampa Clearwater area. Check it out on their website at WFLA.com. Mark Everett submits this video of a great redirect from OC Water Polo Club. Check it out. CBS News reporting half of Americans admit to using the pool instead of the shower. That feels kind of low. What do you think? And last but not least, coaching in a pineapple inner tube. That's the way you do it. Everyone loved this photo. So many good shots from Clearwater Beach this past weekend. Thanks for all your submissions in our weekly social media send-off. It's the best of water polo on the internet. And thanks for watching this episode of The Counterattack from right here at Stanford University. That does it for this week's show. And don't forget, when you're on The Counterattack, look weak side.